when waves overlap, this will help you with some of your answers from the test. When waves when waves come over top of each other, they're the only thing that can completely overlap. Like if two people are in the same place, you can't be in the exact same place at the same time. One can be slightly above the other or slightly over beside, but waves can actually completely overlap. And when they do that, what happens is, let's say this one is +1. Okay, let's say this one is +1. And the other wave is -2. And so they come towards each other, and when they overlap, the +1 is it's just like math. +1 and -2 gives you -1, so they overlap and make a wave that's smaller than 2 in the same direction as 2. And then they pass through each other completely and carry on in their original direction. +1. So I have +1 and -2. This becomes +1 and -2 gives you -1. And then when they go past each other, this would be -2 and +1. So they overlap and then they pass through each other. And as I said, that will help you with some of the answers on your lab. So that's called the principle of superposition because it comes from superimposing on top of each other. If they make a wave that's bigger, it's called constructive interference. So here, when you have a crest meets a crest, the energies to displace a medium is larger. So combine. So here they overlap, so that's +1 and +1, then I get a +2, and then, so this is A and B, and then 1, 2, this is 1 and 2. And then what happens is they pass through each other. So now 2 is here, 1 is here. So constructive interference means they make something bigger, and that's the same thing with this one also. One, 2, this is now 2 and 1. So constructive can be up or down, but they make it bigger. Destructive interference, the energies combine, but they tend to cancel out. They don't have to be 0, like in the example I did. They were what did I do? -1. If they're exactly equal, 1 up and 1 down, then they pass through each other, they'll make a completely flat thing, and then they'll carry on. And in both cases, constructive and destructive things are only temporary because the wave passes right on through. So what we're going to do here is we're going to draw what happens here. Now, the trick with this and the exercise is that I can draw them overlapping one square at a time, and that just makes 1,000 different answers. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at it as if this whole thing overlaps this whole thing. We're not going to do it as if, we're not going to go, what happens when just these squares overlap? Right, we're just going to put it right on the middle of each other. So this is +1, and this one's +2. So I'm going to get something that is 2 squares wide and +3. And then then they end up passing through each other and getting the, which you don't have to draw, the 2 squares y. This one going this way. So you don't have to add, you don't have to put the after they pass through each other. I just want to know, what does it look like when they overlap each other? And I want it to be right in the middle. So what happens is with this one, this green, I want you to put right in the middle. So I have 1 up, that's this piece. And then I have 1 up and 2 up, so I've got to go 3 up. And then this square here. So that's what I draw. In this one, I've got 2 up and 1 down. So, and they're both 2 squares wide, so to overlap them right on top of each other means I've got +2 and -1, so it's going to end up being 1 up. And then this one, again, what I have